Good morning. Welcome to the Word on the Street podcast. I'm Ashanti.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Paige.
And we're your hosts. And today we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Dr. Natasha Ramsey.
And we're just going to be making some slime with some glitter and talking about
her position.
Medicine. The Montefiore we have here at Lehman High School. And so while we start, do you want to introduce yourself? Talk a little bit about yourself.
Yes. So I'm Dr. Natasha Ramsey. I'm a board-certified pediatrician. I'm also an adolescent medicine specialist, which means I am an expert in taking care of teenagers, which is why I work at a high school. I work at the Montefiore School-Based Health Center, where we provide all different types of services, including physicals, testing, anything you need, you name it, we do it.
What made you choose your job? Has it always been your passion?
Yeah. So actually, I did not want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a writer. I was like, I want to be a journalist. I want to travel the world. Mm-hmm. I want to tell people stories. Mm-hmm. And I really liked art and drawing. I was like a very creative kind of person. Okay. And when I was a teenager, I started writing for a teen sexual health magazine. Mm-hmm. And that's what really sparked my interest in public health and doing outreach, advocacy, and stuff like that. So then in college, I majored in public health. Okay. And I really liked looking at the whole population and like why people are having the health problems that they're having and what policies and stuff affects that. But then I also wanted to be able to treat people and fix the problem as well. So I decided to pursue medicine. I had a lot of friends who were doing medicine too. And I was in a program that gives you like resources, tutoring, stuff like that. So I would not have been able to do it without that program because I had a lot of support. And I just knew I wanted to work with teenagers and young people. And that's how I got here.
So do you enjoy working in the high school?
Oh, yes, of course. I love working here.
Really?
You guys are really funny. Sometimes you guys it comes with challenges. But it's actually a lot of fun. And I'm always excited to see what your futures hold when you guys graduate and go to college and pursue your own career. So it's a really cool thing to watch you guys grow up.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I think I need more of the
activator. Yeah. I feel like yours is better.
So I could tell you all a little bit about what it takes to become a doctor.
Okay. It's supposed to get kind of to this consistency.
Yeah, no, mine is like water.
Yeah. I think it's our activator.
Okay, that's a little bit better. So to become a doctor is a long process.
Okay.
You're in school forever. So first you do college. Most people major in some type of science course. I actually majored in public health. Mm-hmm. You take a lot of science classes. Then you have to take a test called the MCAT. Mm-hmm. Then that MCAT, that determines if you can get into medical school. Then you apply for medical school. That's 4 years. Oh. Then once you finish medical school, now you're technically a doctor. But after that, you have to do training. So that's when you do residency.
Okay.
Did you enjoy your residency?
I actually did enjoy residency, but residency sucks. Like, it's really hard. You don't sleep. You're doing like 24-hour shifts.
In a hospital?
In the hospital, in the clinic. You're everywhere. You're all over the place. And most residencies are like 3 to 5 years. And you're getting paid, but you're getting paid like minimum wage and you're working like 80 hours. It's really hard. It's probably the hardest part of becoming a doctor. And then after residency, if you want to subspecialize, so like I subspecialized in working with teenagers, a specialty called adolescent medicine, that was another 3 years. So total, 4 years plus 5 years, because I did an extra year to do a master's in public health, plus another 3 years. How much is that? 12 plus another 3 years, 15 years.
Oh.
So when y'all come down to the clinic and y'all be like, Miss, I'd be like, I went to school for 15 years. It's doctor.
It's doctor. You worked hard for that title.
Right, exactly.
That's going to be me.
Yes. So, yeah, it's a long journey, but that's why it's important that you identify why you want to do it. Can I ask more of the activator?
Yeah.
And what your reason is for doing it, and what your goal is. So for me, I always knew I wanted to help young people. I wanted to advocate for young people. I wanted to be an inspiration to young people.
Okay.
So that is what kept me motivated during that 15 years, because it is definitely difficult.
So what school did you go to?
Yeah, so I'm from Jersey.
Jersey.
And I went to Rutgers University, which was one of the best decisions I ever made.
You liked it? I just applied there.
I loved it. You should definitely go. And the other thing too is that's important for undergrad is that you apply for scholarships. Mm-hmm. I know that we're supposed to be talking about medicine and stuff, but there's a lot of scholarship money out there. I did not pay for undergrad at all. I applied for every single scholarship I could find.
Okay,
yes.
Smart.
So I recommend that. There's a lot of money out there. And then for med school, that's when I came to New York and I went to NYU. Mm-hmm. And that was a culture shock for me because there weren't a lot of people of color in the school.
Yeah.
And I came from an institution, a college where there was a lot of diversity. So it was a bit of a challenge and transition. But living in New York was great. And then I decided to stay here. And then I did my residency in pediatrics at Mount Sinai. So I moved uptown a little bit. Then I did fellowship for adolescent medicine. I moved to DC for 2 years. That was interesting. Then I moved back to New York. Then I was working at Columbia. And then now I'm at Montefiore.
Okay.
So that's the journey.
I know you said that residency was the hardest part of becoming a doctor. What do you think was the hardest part within like undergrad and the 4 years of med school?
Yeah, I would say staying focused and learning how to study. One of my notebooks from a semester in college was literally a week in med school. Like literally the binder that I used in college was 1 week of material in med school.
A full binder?
A full
That's
binder.
That's crazy.
So in undergrad, you're learning a lot of information. You're learning how to study. You're learning your style. The other thing, too, is college is so much fun. There's distractions everywhere.
It's a balance, though.
There's always a party. There's always an event. There's always, something going on in the yard. There's always something. Mm-hmm. So you have to, find the balance and stay focused. I had a friend. I would be like, oh, there's this party I want to go to. She's like, we need to go party in the library. Bring your books. And she's a doctor, too. She's one of my closest friends. And to this day, if it wasn't for her, I would not have been a doctor. So you got to find your people, your people who are on the same path as you. Mm-hmm. Remember why you're doing it. Stay focused. Stick to the goal. I literally wrote down that I wanted to be a doctor on a piece of paper and hung it in my dorm. And I would look at it every day to remind me what I was doing and what I was doing it for. Mm-hmm. I used to watch videos on YouTube. Motivated. Yeah. I used to watch videos on YouTube of young people across the world. And I'm like, I got to help them. This is why I'm doing it. I'm like, I gotta help the teenagers. So you just have to find what keeps you motivated. And then in med school, it was just so much information. You just had to learn how to pick out what was important, what wasn't.
Okay.
Find the balance of not overstudying, not understudying, just right. So, yeah.
I just love how you kept yourself motivated throughout those years, though, because 15 years is a lot.
It's a long time. Yeah.
We're complaining about 4.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. But that's why you have to figure out why you're doing it. I tell people this all the time. You can't just decide I want to be a doctor.
And make sure it's something that's
whatever it is you're pursuing, you have to know why you're doing it. You have to have a reason behind it. You got to have drive behind it because there's going to be times you want to quit. Did I do it wrong?
Wait, can you mix it a little bit? I think you could start
you could take it out.
I just take it out? Okay.
And then you could knead it, so...
Use your hands.
It comes together like that.
I don't want to get messy.
I know. Okay, let me take off my ring. Yeah. So, it's a long time. Schooling is a long time. But whatever you pursue, whether it's medicine or engineering or business or whatever, you got to know why you're doing it. You have to know your why. And you got to stick to that.
So, now that we're in this flu season, kind of, and the season of germs, what advice would you give to the people out there that, are coming across all of these germs?
Yeah.
Yeah. The most important thing is to wear a mask. I know there's a lot of controversy around masks, but they are very effective in preventing you from getting sick. So I always recommend if you're going to be in spaces with a lot of people, like on the train, on the bus, you should wear a mask. If you're sick, stay home.
Don't spread the germs.
I wish I could stay
yes.
home.
The other thing too is in our clinic we do testing. So if you're not sure, if you're having fever, runny nose, cough, anything like that, you could always come and get tested, and that way you'll know for sure what you have, and we could, make sure to get you the proper treatment. The other thing is vaccines. So the flu vaccine, the COVID vaccine is really effective in preventing people from spreading the disease as well as having less symptoms if you do get it. So I think of vaccines kind of like an army, and it's almost like you're signaling to the army that there's a war coming so that the soldiers can get ready. That's how vaccines work. So that when they're actually exposed to the threat, your immune system is already ready to attack. So that's how vaccines work. It's not going to stop you from getting the disease or the thing, but it will stop your body from having negative effects from when you do get exposed. So those are the main things. Wash your hands.
Yes.
Cover your mouth when you sneeze. Just the basics. And then also making sure you eat fruits and vegetables. Get your vitamin C. Get your vitamin D. All the things that help.
And
prevent you
that
from
stuff like
getting
that also plays a big part when it comes to hygiene, right?
Yes. Can I put glitter in it now?
Yeah.
You could pick your colors.
Which color I want?
We have some over here as well.
I'm gonna do this pink one.
Wait, can I see your slime?
Is it not ready?
Oh my god, it's actually perfect.
No, it's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what were you asking me? Sorry.
Hygiene.
Yeah. Hygiene is a big one. So I think for a lot of young people, there's a lot of changes that are happening to your body. Puberty is a normal transition from being a kid to being an adult. There's a lot of things that happen in a very specific way to all people.
Sometimes everybody doesn't understand it.
Yeah, and things happen happen different for different people. So it all happens in the same sequence, but different for different people. So what comes with puberty often is odor, sweating, body hair, all that stuff is completely normal and expected with puberty. But it's important to get ahead of it. So making sure to shower, putting
daily
on moisturizer, deodorant, things like that. And then if you're not sure, talk to your doctor.
And carrying deodorant with you as well. Like when I go to school, when I come to school, like I know a lot of my friends, they keep their kit with like their sprays and like deodorant and stuff like that. Just so.
Another thing that happens with puberty too is the menstrual cycle. People start their period, so that can come at any time. So it's important to have period products with you as well, so that you're never prepared. Yeah. And we offer period products in the clinic as well, if you guys ever need it. In New York City, it's mandated for schools to provide period products.
So whatever school you go to, just know that there are some there for you.
And it's a safe space.
Yes.
Right.
If you have any worries about, having a little smell to you, if you use you can go to the bathroom at any time, right? And take some water and a napkin and just clean your armpits, right? And then you add some deodorant. And you can spray some perfume, some cologne, but never spray perfume and cologne on top of, without washing yourself.
Right. Or keeping wipes on you, things like that.
And also don't spray it on your private areas.
Yes. Please don't do that. It's not
To
safe.
smell like roses. That's a talk for another day.
Right.
On the uncut version.
But it's not something to be embarrassed about that you smell or that you're going through these problems.
It's perfectly normal. You just have to know how to take care of it.
Yes, be conscious about your decisions and lack of decisions.
And if you notice it, fix it.
Yep.
And also, you can come to the clinic and talk to your provider if you have concerns or questions about it.
Yes, they can't tell anybody.
Yes, that's another thing we should talk about. There's certain things in New York City that are confidential when it comes to care for teenagers and young people. So anything related to sexual health is confidential. Anything related to mental health is confidential unless you want to hurt yourself or hurt someone else or someone is hurting you. Those things are all confidential. So if you're not sure, you can always ask your healthcare provider, is this something that is confidential or that you can tell my parent about? And we'll let you know.
So, what mental health services does the Montefiore, the clinic, provide downstairs?
Yes. So we have a licensed mental health provider.
Okay.
She's licensed in social work. And many of the other clinics throughout Montefiore also have those services. And our mental health provider does therapy, like actual therapy that you would get outside of the school. So I don't think a lot of people know that. And you can talk with her about anything: depression, anxiety, grief, adjusting to being in school, social anxiety, really anything. So it's a really safe space, and a lot of people really enjoy it. I recommend therapy for everybody. I am in therapy.
Even if you feel like you don't.
I recommend it for everyone. I am in therapy, and I highly recommend it for everyone. People always say, "Oh, you seem like you have your life together. You're in therapy, so I should do it." So if that convinced anybody, I hope that was inspiring for somebody.
It could be used as a guide to kind of like figure out your next step.
Yeah,
things like that.
I think about therapy kind of like exercise. It's like you don't exercise just when you're feeling bad, right? You exercise every day. You incorporate it into your life, and it's for your wellness and your health moving forward. It's the same thing for your mental health with therapy. You're doing it for your future self, so that way when something goes wrong, you have the tools already. You're not like in a crisis. And if you are in a crisis, you have someone you could turn to. A lot of times people say like, "Oh, I just talked to my friends." Your friends are not trained therapists. They can give you bad advice.
That is true.
And some people are like, "Oh, I just work it out on my own." And it's like,
that's even worse.
You're stuck in the same mindset because you're talking to yourself. So it's important to have an outside view, somebody whose job it is to listen to all of your problems, all your drama, whatever, without feeling like a burden on somebody. So
yeah, and talking to people about your problems should never be seen as a taboo or something embarrassing. Like, having a therapist isn't something that you should, feel
self-conscious.
Yeah. Conscientious about.
Yeah, highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
I agree.
So
I actually want to be a psychiatrist myself. Well, I'm between psychiatry and surgery, but on the topic of mental health. And my purpose for doing that is because I want people to feel like they can have somebody to go to.
Right.
Like, you don't have to feel alone when you're not alone. There's 7 billion people on this earth. You're not alone, I promise.
Right, there's somebody dealing with the same things that you are.
Yep.
Yeah. And even if they aren't, it's your personal journey. And I always tell people, don't compare yourself to other people. You have your own journey, you have your own path, you have your own story, and you just gotta own it.
Are you guys ready to show the slime?
Yes, wait, I'm making a mini slime.
Girl, we don't got time for your mini slime.
How was your slime turning
Your
out?
slime
It's pretty good. I think I did a good job for my first slime.
Yeah, that's not
Ashanti, your slime is dripping.
Right?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, but I have...
Right?
Okay, you guys are ready?
Okay, we're gonna start with the stretch test. So Dr. Ramsey's gonna...
Okay.
Dr. Ramsey's gonna go first.
Okay, so how do I do the stretch
Just
test?
stretch it out.
Just stretch it. See how far it goes.
without breaking. Okay.
Well, that seems really stretchy.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's gonna start falling. Oh, it is falling.
Don't get it in close.
Okay.
Oh, you
Okay.
a pro.
Okay, my turn.
Years of school.
I'm a little intimidated, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try this out.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Kayla.
All right. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Your turn,
Okay, Paige.
I think I won. I think I won.
I think she won.
Okay.
Oh, Anna did a little check. Okay.
Well, so crazy.
A little slime ASMR before we go.
Mine doesn't make any noise.
Wait. Let's do the pokes. Let's do the pokes. Get it.
Oh my god.
I would like to say this was definitely a success.
Oh my goodness, this is so fun. How did you enjoy making your first slime?
This is great.
It was so nice having you.
Yes,
Thank
it
you
was
for
wonderful
having me.
talking to you, learning about your journey.
Yes.
We're so proud of you.
We're really proud of you.
Thank you for your hard work and dedication every
You're
day.
making a difference for real.
Oh my god, stop it, guys. Well, yeah, come visit me anytime.
For
Of
sure.
I'm always down
Of
there.
course.
Yeah,
Of
I'm down in the
course.
clinic. If you need anything, let me know. And tell your friends.
If you go to Lehman and you are interested in, going to the Montefiore Clinic, stop by to get papers so that you can register. And yeah.
Yes, because without registering,
You cannot be treated.
You
You're
can't be
not able
seen.
to get service.
so
Yeah.
get registered.
Well,
We'll
that's
figure it out though. Still come.
that's all for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and
And
subscribe.
And turn on your notification bell so you're alerted when we drop a new video.
And
Okay.
share the video, guys.
Share the video and like.
Thank you for watching.
We'll see you on Valentine's Day.